Let us face facts. Why was there a pause on the upload of EC8A result from the polling unit for 3 hours in the Osun election? Why? You know, many people keep praising INEC for the conduct or for the turnout of the Osun election. But there are questions that we must ask. As the uploads were going, elections finished in most places at about 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Some places delayed till about 4 p.m. But you would expect that from 2:30 in the afternoon, when the polls closed, 2 hours would be enough for sorting and counting of the votes. So by 4:30 p.m., the results on the form EC8A were ready. So uploads should have started from 4 p.m. If it was real time, what was the earliest time that IREV received and displayed from EC8A from the polling unit? What was the earliest time? If 4:30 was the earliest time that results were completely processed at the polling unit, keep that in mind. Then the question is, from 7:30, we started seeing results on IREV. Why was there a delay between 4 and 7, between 4 and 8? That's about 4 hours. Why was that delay there before we started seeing the uploaded results on the IREV, or results that have been uploaded from the polling unit since about 4 p.m. on election day in Osun? Why? Now, once the polling unit's results started becoming visible, once we could see the polling unit results on IREV from about 7-8 p.m. in the night, it continued till about 11 p.m., 12 p.m. And then there was a pause till about 3 a.m. again. Why did that happen? Many people are putting information out there now that it was INEC that instructed. Others are saying it is not INEC. Right now, nobody even knows who or what to believe. But the question is, why did that happen? If you now consider again, many of the online platforms for analyzing the results, Yaga's ERAD, Ballot Watch, Nigeria Election Intelligence System, NIS, many of them were basing their analysis on INEC's IREV. Many of them. It is only Vote Watch that did not base their analysis on INEC's IREV. Many others based their analysis on INEC's IREV. Now, if anything had happened between uploading the form EC8A results at the polling unit by 4 p.m. and when the results became publicly viewable on IREV at 8 p.m., if anything happened to the results within that period, what does that mean for those who are basing their analysis on INEC's IREV result? What does it mean? It means that whatever manipulations has been done to the EC8A will be carried on and made to become or made to look legitimate. That is what it means. Did that happen or did that not happen? Was there a manipulation of the results? Could there have been a manipulation of the results? Bear in mind, there were 2 election viewing, result viewing portal from INEC. 2. One was INEC electionresult.ng. Then the other was cvr.inecnigeria.org. 2 different platforms. And they were formatting the results in 2 different ways. Many people don't realize this. It was not until after declaration of results that INEC now turned off one server and now started routing traffic or searches to that server to the other server, which is INEC Election Results.ng. So what happened? Why were there two different platforms displaying results at two different rates in two different formats? Nobody is asking this question yet. But more importantly, why was there a pause for 3 hours even after the Form EC8A results were being uploaded? These are valid questions, but the most dangerous question is this, which is what we must answer if we must take the result that we are take the lessons that we have learned from this Osun election into the 2027 presidential election. Can we depend on INEC's IREV upload alone to analyze election results? From what we have seen, the answer is no. Why are election analysis platforms only depending on results that are uploaded to IREV? Why are they not using the Vote Watch model? Why? I know it is easier to rely on IREV, to use AI to pull results uploaded to IREV and analyze them and collate them. It is easier. But you see, it is also prone to mistakes. It is also prone and susceptible to the manipulation, potential manipulations of the INEC IREV. So a better way, though a more difficult way, would be to independently source the truth from the polling unit. The Form EC8A is the original source of truth. Whether it is uploaded by INEC's official through the beavers to INEC's IREV, or it is uploaded by voters at the polling unit using their phones, the Form EC8A remains the only source of truth for polling unit results. So if independently the people form a network, a platform, a technological platform like VoteWatch, and they upload independently verifiable results from the polling unit, then you have something to check and balance INEC's IREV report results with. This is the route that we should go. Independently verifiable. We cannot, and I repeat, we cannot rely 100% only on INEC's IREV result to do analysis for the 2027 presidential election. Any attempt to do that will be a huge and monumental mistake. VoteWatch must be encouraged. VoteWatch and the technology around it must be supported. VoteWatch must be copied if people feel they need to do their own vote or result analysis. It must be. There is strength in plurality. If you have multiple VoteWatch kind of technology and approach, it is good. But we must make sure that we are not relying on what INEC gives us through IREV, because we have shown there is a buffer server that can or has the potential or capacity to allow manipulation of the IREV result. There is. We have learned lessons from the Osun election. Guess what? Those planning to rig the elections in 2027 have also learned lessons. We are happy we will take our lessons to the 2027 presidential elections. Those planning to rig it will also take lessons. So we must up our game. We cannot depend only on Osun result to say, yes, we are good to go. No, we must now identify the weak points, like I've done now, and put measures in place to also counter them. At the end of the day, the Osun election is an eye-opener to what can be done to manipulate election results, but also what can be done to counter such manipulation. At the end of the day, lessons must be learned.